This is it. This lake, historically, at least for us, has been bad, bad, bad. Here we go. Spot number one, Tournament Tuesday. We just need 5 bites. Fish on. It's been a fight. We only have 4 in the box. We lose by a couple pounds. This one's gonna hurt.
We gotta fish clean tonight.
Oh.
Dump 2.
Fish on, better fish. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode. My name is Sam Sobi. Today's Tournament Tuesday. You're probably watching this either on Wednesday or Thursday. This is it. This is the last one. This is the end. This is everything that leads up to the championship right here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode. My name is Sam Sobi. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this cool little video. Basically, this is going to be a full recap of our full summer, the 2019 Tourney Tuesday season, and it's been a blast. It has been a series of videos every week that I've just looked forward to every single Tuesday. I guess, without further ado, let me start all the way from the beginning. Tourney Tuesday, the story starts, I want to say, late March, when my good buddy Adam Bartusha came up to me and he said, "Hey man, the Tourney Tuesday guys just released their schedule. There's an opening. We need to get in like right now if we want to fish it this summer." And initially I'm like, no, I don't know if I could commit to Tuesdays all summer long. I don't know if I'm gonna be traveling, and it's also March. Like my mental, I guess I wasn't even in that place in March. I was still ice fishing. I wasn't even thinking about bass fishing yet. He's like, "Well, if you can't, or if you can just semi-commit to that, we can get an alternate." And I was like, bingo. My buddy Brok can fish him with us. So we reached out to Brok and we said, "Hey, would you like to be like our alternate or part of our 3-man team for Tourney Tuesdays? If one of us can't show up, you jump in and fish him." And Brock's like, 100%, I'm game. So we're like, cool. We committed to him, we're doing it. Our entry fees are in, we're in the league. And it's kind of cool to come back to an area that I grew up fishing and compete on just these small weeknight derbies with my good buddies. And this was seriously the best idea and the best thing that happened all summer to me, if I'm being 100% honest, because I had more fun and I enjoyed this more than anything. And it's because of, it's all perspective, you know what I mean? You don't win a lot of money at these tournaments. There's not a lot of money on the line. They're not huge lakes. There's not hundreds of people competing in them, but it's total bragging rights because these are our roots, you know what I mean? So the season starts out at a small little lake that we'd really never bass fished, and everybody had super low weights. It was like 6 pounds is what we weighed in. I didn't even film this episode. This is gonna be an old Southern Minnesota 5-fish grinder. If there's any more fish in this lake, they're right there. There we go, fish on. Like I'm saying, I'm not shooting for top 3 even. I'm shooting for 5 bites.
Is he 12? Is he 12? Get back in there, get back in there. Yes.
Yeah, we might have 3 pounds for 4 fish. I don't know.
Nice job. I can't believe we just caught 5 fish.
So, because it was such poor fishing, and the winners only had like 11 pounds, which from our area of Minnesota is horrible. There's great fishing all over. This should not have happened. We grinded out a 5-fish limit, boom, took 6th place, and we moved on to the next one. The next one, I couldn't be at. I was not at this tournament. I think I was traveling, doing some fishing up north in Wisconsin with a good buddy, and Brok stepped in. Brok and Adam fished their hearts out. I don't think they did any filming on this one either, but they ended up getting 3rd place, which is huge because when you're fishing a whole long league or any type of circuit, points are really important because you all fight to that Angler of the Year spot at the end of the year. So after every tournament, you're allocated points. So if you get 1st, you get 1 point. If you get 2nd, you get 2 points. If you get 3rd, you get 3 points, so on and so forth. And at the end of the season, whoever has the least amount of points is your Angler of the Year. You win. And whoever has top 5 best average, so the top 5 best teams will go on and fish a Tournament Tuesday Tournament of Champions at the end of the season. 3rd tournament of the year was on a lake that Adam and myself really love. Adam would potentially call it his home lake, and we showed out huge that night. Fish on. There we go. Not a bad one. Oh my God, yeah!
That's nice. That's like a 4-pounder.
Oh God, stay down. Oh my God, this is a fucking giant fish. Another upper 3, that's definitely a 4-pounder. Boom! Cross our fingers, hopefully we got the W tonight. And we did it, we got the W. Freaking Adam, myself.
Number one.
We pulled it off, we were number one. We ended up getting first place. It was the first time Adam and myself had won together for a really, really long time. We fished when we were young, like I said, growing up, and we placed first a few times here and there, and that was always like, you know what I mean? That's the momentum that carries you to the next season or the next tournament, is when you get a local win or a big win. It doesn't matter, it's all perspective. If you win with a good buddy, you're like, okay, let's go out and kick some butt the next week. And that momentum, that first place win on the 3rd tournament stop of the year was like everything we needed to say, okay, we can compete this year against all these local hammers. I haven't been around town for a long time. Adam hasn't done this league in a while. We're where we need to be. We can do this. We can compete. We go on to tournament number 4. Adam couldn't show up. I didn't pre-fish much at all. Brok actually pre-fished with my good buddy Augie. We went out there, fished our hearts out, and we fished deep like the whole time. Oh my God, get the net, please, 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 God, Brok, get the net. Right as I got it off that rock. It's going nuts. Get him. Oh my God, it's a nice one. Get him, get him, get him. Fish on, fish on. Get the net, get the net, get the net, get the net. Yep. Nice. Gosh, that's a nice one. They're so pale out here. He's got a bummy eye and he still smoked it. What was I just saying? Freaking giant. He's a freaking giant. Oh God. That's a big long fish. And we scrounged up, I think, like 15 pounds. And we thought that was pretty good, you know what I mean? It was a lake that I don't think it takes giant weights to win. And we found some really quality fish in some really high percentage spots. And that only ended up, I think, putting us in 5th or 6th place, which was not bad. It's still consistent, it's good points, and that carried us on to the next tournament. The 5th tournament of the year, the 5th Tournament Tuesday. I was the most excited for this tournament out of all year. This is truly on my home lake. I grew up fishing this lake. Adam and Brok did as well. I spent more time on this lake in my childhood than I did any other lake, and to be able to fish a Tournament Tuesday out there, I was like, this is ours. I want this tournament so bad.
So this will be interesting. We're starting with company.
We're starting with... It's a nice one. Babe. My GoPro died as I was reeling it in.
So my drag was pretty...
Oh, it's a big one. 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 Get him, get him, get him. Oh. Yes! Nice job. Nice job. Adam's putting on a freaking clinic out of the back of my boat now.
I think he's caught up in your line. Let me into my zone. Please don't let me into my zone. Let me into my zone. Let me into my zone.
I think we won it. I think we freaking won it. Gotta be, give me some. I think we freaking won it on our home territory. Maybe. Everyone's not waiting yet. We came out swinging. We caught some really big fish early. Adam and another guy, Paul, got heated in the tournament, so there was just like guys were stepping on each other's toes. It was super intense derby. We ended up weighing, I think, high 17s or 18 pounds, and we got the win, which was huge. I wanted to win on this lake more than any lake all year long, and we got the tournament there, and we got big bass, so that was huge. At that moment, we're like, holy smokes, we're leading this league. We are we're #1 team. We have the least amount of points, and we could win Angler of the Year. That was huge momentum, leaving our home lake and going on to stop number 6. And at this point, I was like, you guys are loving the Tournament Tuesday videos. I'm loving making them. We're winning. I love this. I love everything about this. Then tournament number 6, on a super tough body of water. I practiced out there. Stephanie caught a 6-pounder in practice. We came out swinging tournament day, fished all dirty water, pretty deep. Today, I'm bringing back the lucky hat. If you're true OG, you watched all the winter videos, you know that I brought this little lucky hat out, and it suited me really, really well. So, oh, is that it? Here we go. Fish, first cast. Oh, fish.
Better than average out here.
Fish. That's a nice fish.
Oh, on a lake like this, that one will definitely help.
All right, we gotta go. It is 8:43, 2 minutes, 2-minute run. And weighed in a fairly respectable bag. I wanna say around like 14 pounds, but that put us in 6th place. So we stumbled a bit there. We didn't have an amazing finish, but for that lake, we were okay with that. We were content with that finish. Tournament number 7. Adam couldn't fish. Brok was called up. Brok and myself have fished on this lake before. It's a lake with really deep weed lines, semi-clear water, big bags. And I felt really good going into this tournament. Spot number 1, Tournament Tuesday. We just need 5 bites. Let's go. Fish on. It's gonna fight. We only have 4 in the box. We lose by a couple pounds. This one's gonna hurt.
I texted you earlier, we got to fish clean tonight.
Oh.
Dump 2.
Oh. Oh. Oh man, we fought.
That was a grind.
That was a freaking grind. We do not have 5 fish, we have 4. We got 6 bites tonight. 1 jumped off, 1 broke Brok's line, so we did have 5 bites that would have kept tonight. And it was, God, there was like a bite window that opened up for like 45 minutes and it was just boom, done. I don't know. I don't know if it was just the way we fished, if it was our timing was off, if we just didn't make the right decisions, but we stumbled. Brok and myself had a poor outing. I think that was 7th place. And I think that was our worst finish all year on a lake that we really thought we could compete well. So yeah, like I said, tournament number 7, we stumbled. So number 8, we're like out for blood. And number 8 happened to be on a lake that Brok, Adam, and myself despise the most. We've always been kind of swerved by this lake. We've had great days out there and we've had horrible days. This lake, in a nutshell, is basically a light switch. It seems like one day you can fish certain areas and it can be on, and the next day you won't get a bite. So it's one of these lakes where you're like, I could catch 5 good ones, or I could completely blank here. And we were nervous about that. So going into this tournament, Brok and myself did a little pre-fishing. We did some scouting, we did some looking around. We found a couple good areas, and then going in the tournament, my motor broke. And I was like, dang it, dude. We need to fish this tournament with no big motor, like just a trolling motor. But yeah, tonight we're basically fishing Tournament Tuesday, all with the front trolling motor. So when everybody goes to blast off their spots, I'm just gonna stand up front and we're just gonna start fishing, so. Oh my God. Good fish too, I think. Get him. Nice. It's nerve-wracking. Every fish, every bite matters, and I'm just like, I'm freaking out. I need to calm down. Just keep fighting. Come back here. Yeah, come. Oh my God. Right to you. Let's go. In the boat. In the boat. Better fish. Oh my God. It's a big fish. They're biting. That's an upgrade, boys. That's an upgrade. $15 pounds in like a 4-hour derby in the evening on that lake. We were like, we have top 3, no doubt. And I think we ended up getting 5th or 6th that tournament, and we couldn't believe it. People just hammered them. People caught 18, 19, 21 pounds out there, and we're like, what? Either way, that lake really showed out, and I was excited. I was excited nonetheless. We didn't stumble too bad. We didn't get last place or anything. And we jumped in that top 5 having no big motor. Brok and myself, we walked away happy, and also we salvaged good points going into the 2 last tournaments of the year. Second to last tournament of the year, we returned to a lake that Adam and myself previously won on. It was our first win. It's Adam's favorite lake. We went out there swinging, and we completely stumbled. Fish on, better fish.
You ready? not as big.
Oh, he still helps. That's a good fish, that'd be.
Spot change.
Too small, too small.
Fish on. Good fish, good fish, good fish, good fish. And it didn't happen the way we thought it was gonna. And that's fishing, you know what I mean? You compete super hard, and every day you go out there and every day is different. And as far as Tournament Tuesday goes, there's like a bunch of anglers that can totally kick our butt on that lake any day of the week. Which that's why it's really fun, because the competition is so stiff with these local hammers that it's like any day can be your day, and any day you can totally just be last place, because these guys are good. And Adam and myself, I think we took 6th place out there, which we weren't happy. We were freaking pissed off because we had already won out there and we knew we could win out there. So 6th place, lost some big fish, not excited. Going into the second to last tourney of the year, the last regular season tourney of the year, we wanted to do well. It was on a lake way south of us. It's basically not much deep fishing. It's really dirty water, a lot of flipping wood, a lot of throwing frogs, a lot of cool looking pads and weeds, and it's just really a shallow, muddy lake.
Decent one. Alrighty. Nice fish. Nice fish. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Nice, 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 nice. It's a good fish. Fish on. Big fish, big fish, big fish. Big fish, big fish, big fish. Big fish, big fish. Big fish. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Yes, yes, yes.
That's a big girl.
Yes. Stocky and stout. Yeah. Oh.
Brok went out there, did some pre-fishing, scouting around for us. Huge shout out to you, Brok. He found some amazing stretches of wood that these bass were piled up on. We went to him tournament day, and Adam and myself sacked him around. I think we got 16 pounds, which was good enough for 3rd place. So we cashed a check at the end of the year, and we have high momentum going into the Tournament of Champions. And at that weigh-in, they tallied up all the points, and we found out we won. We were in 3rd place at the end of the year for Angler of the Year. So we didn't win Angler of the Year, but we got top 3, which is really cool. And the best part about that is top 5 move on to a Tourney Tuesday Tournament of Champions, where it's just 5 teams compete, winner takes all. It's a bigger pot than all year long. So at that weigh-in, at the last tournament of the year, we all put a lake name in a hat, and they reach in there and they pull out one lake name, and that's where the tournament's going to be held this Tuesday. That's where the Tournament of Champions is, with the top 5 teams. And we put in a lake we thought we could definitely win on. Some other guys put in lake names that we felt comfortable on, and then there was one lake name that we really didn't want to get pulled. It was our most despised lake, and it just felt like Murphy's Law. He pulls it out and reads the lake name, and me and Adam just look at each other and we're like, no. That lake did not just get picked. There's 2 dudes in the club who got 2nd place overall, who this is like their favorite lake. They just kick butt out here. It's a tough lake and they know how to fish it. They have a lot of experience out there, and they always crack like 19, 20 pounds every time they're out there. So a 4-pound average. Last weekend, Brok and myself put some time in out there. Adam couldn't do any pre-fishing. I caught a couple really nice fish in ways that we knew we had to do to win. We're basically flipping 8 to 10 foot milfoil, and it's like, it's a crapshoot. You're basically blind flipping these long, expansive stretches of milfoil, and if you come across a good patch, you could pop 2 or 3 giants out of it. Or you could fish for 2 hours and not get a bite. So going into this tournament, I found some key areas, but I'm not exactly excited, or I'm not exactly confident. And Adam feels the same way. Adam hates this lake. So it's gonna be super interesting. It all comes down to this. It all comes down to this, you know? It all comes down to this. This is not a giant tournament for a ton of money. This is not a qualifier to get to the Bassmaster Classic. This is nothing more than the top 5 teams on a Tuesday night league, coming together and fishing a championship. And money or currency doesn't measure worth in this tournament. You know what I mean? This is not about the money. This is about total bragging rights, and it's about, I guess, kind of representing on lakes you grew up on. Like, I want to compete the best on these lakes and win this tournament so bad because this is my area. This is my hometown. This is where I grew up. It's basically like, if I could compare it to anything, it's if you play bush league softball or darts or pool league or baseball or a local bass league or anything around your area that you truly are like, I want to win this because this is my hometown. This is my bragging rights, and this is something that means a lot to me. And I don't care if it means nothing to anybody else. I want to win this. And that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to put it all on the line, fish hard for 5 hours, no timeouts, and give it our all. So without further ado, I want to say a special thank you to all you guys for watching Tourney Tuesday from the beginning of the summer to right now. I've had a blast doing this. This has been the funnest filming and fishing I've done in my whole life, and it's basically been right down the street from my house. I've gone on some amazing trips, had some incredible opportunities, but it seems like this has been the most enjoyable fishing and filming I've had in my whole life. And the fact that I get to share that with you guys and the positive feedback has been incredible. Thank you. Seriously, thank you guys. So without further ado, stick around, stay tuned. The last Tourney Tuesday Tournament of Champions will be tomorrow night. I'll try to edit that up quick and get that up as fast as possible. So stick around, stay tuned, and as always, let the adventure begin. See you Wednesday.